read the warrant to you?
I'm not charged with that, ho. Come on.
Excuse me?
Hey, stupid, you aggravating the fuck out of me with that dumb shit. I'm not charged with that.
What y'all doing here is wrong to people.
And that'll be 6 months to serve when you finish serving.
You know, 6 months, I got 30 years. Everybody here get.
Control yourself, I'm going to remove you from the courtroom.
He waited 10 years for the man who took his brother's life to walk free. The night it happened, he made a promise that one day he'd make sure his brother was never forgotten. Years passed, but that promise stayed with him, heavier than ever. And then the gates opened. The man stepped out, smiling, free at last. He was waiting across the street, calm, silent, unreadable. No words, just two lives that would never be the same again. They called it revenge. He called it closure. Days later, he was taken into custody. He didn't fight it. He just said quietly, "I kept my promise." Now he faces decades behind bars. To some, he's guilty. To others, a brother who couldn't let go. But tell me, was it revenge or justice?
Now, again, you understand that I'm not bound to follow any recommendation, and that would include following the IDIP guidelines.
Yes.
I could sentence you all the way up to the maximum possible penalty, again, if I thought it was warranted. You understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for your attorney or the court before we proceed?
Sorry.
And that's all kinds of fun today.
Sorry about that.
Any questions?
Just one. It's just kind of a math question. I just want to know if it's fictional or fact.
Math is usually not fiction. It's math.
And yeah, so I'd just like to be explained, like, how the math works. So I'm pretty good at math.
You want me to get a math professor in here to explain it? Because I'm not a mathematician.
That's what he said.
That he's not a mathematician because he's not. Because quite honestly, we go to law school, so we don't have to do math. But we have to do math in our job. What's your question?
Just to know if this is fictional or factual.
I don't know what this is.
Would you like me to?
No, what is this, Mr. Keene?
I think it's right. The issue, and this brought up with Anderson and I, is he had a question about the grams per 100 milliliters.
Dude,
and
that's a scientific question. You can call up the scientists or the lab analysts that do that. I'm not in charge of that. And the legislature makes up the laws. I'm in charge of following and enforcing the laws.
Okay.
So what's your question? You think that you were below the limit, above the limit, beyond the limit, how they came up with the limit?
According to this, I was not above.
Okay, and that's like a AI chatbot thing, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Maybe it's wrong.
Yeah, it is.
An AI chatbot?
But
Are we using artificial intelligence?
it's just that I was measured in thousands, and the law goes by hundreds.
You can have a trial if you want.
I am so great to have a trial. I love having trials, especially when the lab analyst comes, and especially when then it completely opens up to the maximum penalties. That's great and fine with me. Is that what you wish to do, and have a lab analyst up here to explain all of the scientific reasoning behind the calculations and behind their testing?
Just take me to jail.
Okay, I think that's his way of saying he's not rushing to press the point, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the criminal complaint with your attorney? And it has all of those facts that says what happened that day from the officer's perspective and from your perspective, because you said, I only had 1 or 2 beers, which we know isn't factually true.
No, I had 0. I had drinking the night before.
So then you drank a lot more than 1 or 2 beers the night before.
I had a six pack of 16 ounces and a 16 ounce of.
And yet you blew a .221, allegedly in the criminal complaint.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is that 221 is thousands, not hundreds.
Oh, Mr. Lamprecht. Mr. Lamprecht. It's .08 in Wisconsin to be legally drunk. And for 1 or 2 beers or a 6-pack or whatever you said the night before, unless you are a chronic alcoholic who drinks all the time, you won't wake up the next morning to blow a .221. It's impossible.
Exactly.
But you did. And we have lab, right, Mr. Renicky?
We have a lab.
What does lab say? Where they tested it with scientific stuff.
I didn't mean to put you in a bad mood.
0.19. You did by starting by being late. Okay,
I
you're not supposed to be late to court. Okay, you're supposed to be here early so you can meet with your attorney. And quite honestly, and it's taken you months and 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 months to do the IDIP program. I gave you yet another chance. And now you're here debating.
I'm just
science.
saying, anytime you put a numeral behind the decimal, like one numeral behind the decimal is a tenth. Two numerals behind the decimal is a hundredth.
Yep.
Three numerals behind the decimal is a thousandth.
Yep. I know math.
Okay. And a thousandth is 10 times less than a hundredth.
Well, let's cut that off. Okay. You blew a 0.22 with the PBT.
221.
Or 0.221. Okay. So you were 0.22. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt. No more with that one, that thousandth gone. So you blew a 0.22, but lab came back and said, guess what? We ran his blood, which is more accurate, and it gave us a better truth of what happened. And it was 0.19. It's 0.08 in Wisconsin to be legally intoxicated and operate. So you get it now? You understand now?
I don't understand how a thousandth is 100.
Based on his AI research, Mr. Lamprecht argues that his blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, was not over the legal limit because his BAC was measured in thousandths, and the statute setting the legal limit uses hundredths. This argument demonstrates a fundamental misunderstanding of basic mathematical principles. In decimal notation, each digit to the right of the decimal point represents a fractional part of one whole, with tenths in the first place, hundredths in the second, and thousandths in the third. The more decimal places that a number has, the more precise it is. For example, 0.221 means 221 thousandths, which is equivalent to 22.1 hundredths. 0.08, which is the legal BAC limit under section 340.0146M of the Wisconsin statutes, equals 8 hundredths or 80 thousandths. Therefore, a BAC of 0.221 is not smaller than 0.08. It is nearly 3 times higher, making Mr. Lamprecht's argument grievously misguided.
What made you think that was a good shirt to wear to court this morning? That's all you could find? That's all, the only shirt you had in your closet? World's best farter. That's great. No, it says, I can read it. I see what it says at the bottom. You're in felony court. You need to dress appropriately to felony court, and that's not appropriate.
Mr. Dalton, you will remain silent while the court addresses counsel. Do you understand?
I hear you.
Good, we'll proceed.
What is this? What in God's name are you wearing in my courtroom?
What? Is there like a dress code? Or because nobody told me. It's my first time here. How am I?
Are you serious right now? Get out of my courtroom. Now.
Fine.
Get out.
What? What did I do?
Is this a joke? You came into my courtroom dressed like that?
What do you mean? I came from work. I thought you were supposed to dress nice for court.
You're practically in lingerie.
So should I, like, put a sweater on or something?
Just get out now. What is that?
What do you mean, sir?
You cannot wear something like that here. Absolutely not.
Okay, but nobody told me. My friend said look presentable, so I did that.
You're practically half dressed. That isn't court attire.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Get out of here now.
Yes, Your Honor.
For assault resulting in ripping out a client's hair during a salon appointment, the court sentences you to 7 months in county jail.
Yup. I did that shit. She knew damn well it was 150. Talking about, can we do Cash App later? No, baby. What you can do is walk out bald.
What is this? What in God's name are you wearing in my courtroom?
What? This? Is there like a dress code or something? Because nobody told me. I mean, it's my first time here. How am I supposed to know?
Are you serious right now?
You're sentenced to 600 years of imprisonment with no chance of parole.
Cute. You think these chains can hold a queen? Ha! Ha! Ha!
6 and 7. I'm playing with the guilty.
What did you do with that gun in Mr. Jordan Police?
Shot him.
And where did you shoot him?
The top. I see it.
And did you kill him with that shot?
Yes.
As part of the deal, additional robbery charges and charges related to another murder were dropped, saving Wright the risk of a lengthier sentence that he may have gotten had he gone to trial. Throughout his court appearances, Wright's demeanor has been carefree to say the least, and he has stood extremely relaxed and almost cheerful at times, even as the lengthy term attached to his plea deal was announced.
The defendant will serve 23 to 50 years in the Michigan Department of Corrections. Those 3 counts will run concurrent to each other.
However, at the sentencing hearing today, he takes his callousness to a new level.
This year was supposed to be a year of celebration, of senior pictures with prom and graduation and parties. Instead, it was a nightmare that no parent should ever endure.
Jordan's sister begins to address the court as his mother weeps openly behind her. However, instead of being remorseful, Wright shows an unbelievable lack of respect by smiling through the statement. If you think that's bad, just watch what happens next when the judge gives Wright the opportunity to speak.
I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family.
In an incredibly tone-deaf declaration, Wright speaks to the court as if he's accepting an award, smiling as he tells them he'll be home soon. Here it is again in case you missed it.
I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family.
Wright's comments are about to land him in hot water, though, as Judge David Swartz is incensed by the defendant's shocking lack of respect and remorse, and he halts the proceedings to ask the prosecution to cancel the plea deal and take the case to trial.
Watching you sit there, smile, and laugh, and shake your head like this was no big deal, I'm very tempted to just say, I'm not going to accept this sentence agreement. We'll go to trial, and if you're convicted of felony murder, you'll go to prison for the rest of your life. That means you'll die there.
However, after an hour of consultation with the Klee family, the prosecution decides to go ahead with the deal, meaning he will spend 23 to 50 years in prison for his crimes. Daunte Wright isn't the only killer to draw the wrath of the judge with a total disregard for common decency and humanity. In fact, in the case of Camia Gamet, the judge grows so tired of her continued interruptions and insolence that he makes a highly unusual threat. Gamet is appearing before Judge John McBain for sentencing after being found guilty of the murder of her